The shockwaves of Iran war may now be reaching Europe. A loud explosion was heard near the embassy of the United States in Oslo, Norway. Eyewitnesses said smoke rose from the area. The blast took place at 1 a.m. local time. According to the Oslo Police Department, it was not immediately clear what caused the blast or who was involved. Oslo Police, in a statement, said that they are in a dialogue with the embassy and there are no reports of any injured persons. The incident sparked fears of an attack amid the ongoing Iran conflict. However, no established link to Iran has been found yet, while tensions continue to simmer in the Middle East. Police spokesperson Mikael Delameyer told public broadcaster NRK that blast occurred at the entrance to the consular section. Videos from outside the embassy shared online showed security personnel rushing to the spot. Officials in tactical gear were seen trying to control the area. One law enforcement personnel could be seen trying to look through what appeared to be the boundary of the embassy. Another appeared to try and control the traffic movement in the area. The explosion in Oslo has come at a time when U.S. missions in several Middle East countries have been targeted by Iran amid the ongoing war with the U.S. and Israel. U.S. embassies have been placed on high alert in the Middle East. However, whether the Oslo incident is linked to the conflict or not is not yet clear. As of now, the Oslo police gave no indication the incident near the U.S. embassy was connected to the Iran conflict. Remember, after the joint U.S. and Israel strikes killed Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei, the Islamic Republic has been bombing neighbors in the Middle East who host U.S. bases. But as missiles fly in the Middle East and a blast rocks a U.S. embassy in Europe, the fear is growing that this war may no longer be confined to one region. A sharp divide in narratives played out as U.S. President Donald Trump declared Iran a beaten and broken power, even as Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf signaled that Tehran had no intention of backing down. Trump, posting on Truth Social, took direct aim at Tehran following Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian's apology to neighboring countries for attacks carried out during the ongoing war. The U.S. president framed the apology not as a diplomatic gesture, but as an admission of defeat. Iran, which is being beaten to hell, has apologized and surrendered to its Middle East neighbors and promised that it will not shoot at them anymore, Trump wrote, attributing the climb down entirely to what he called the relentless U.S. and Israeli attack. He went further, accusing Iran of having sought to take over and rule the Middle East, and declaring that Tehran was now the loser of the Middle East, a status he predicted would endure for many decades until they surrender, or more likely, completely collapse. He also warned Iran would be hit very hard on Saturday. Yet even as Trump proclaimed victory, Ghalibaf was sending a starkly different message from Tehran. Posting on X on Saturday evening, the parliament speaker insisted Iran's defense posture remained unchanged and rooted in the ideology of what he called the martyred imam. His warning was directed squarely at the region. As long as the presence of U.S. bases in the region continues, the countries will not enjoy peace. He added that Iranian officials and the Iranian people were united on this principle. A pointed signal that whatever diplomatic signals Pezeshkian may be sending to neighbors, the hardline institutional position in Tehran remains firmly intact. The two statements, posted within hours of each other, capture the central tension now defining the conflict. Washington projecting the image of a collapsing adversary, and Tehran's political establishment projecting unity and continued resolve, even as the bombs keep falling. Iran has refused to surrender.
We all must join hands, unite, and with all our might defend our land, our soil, our homeland. We will stand firm to the death so that we can bring our Iran out of this current crisis with its head held high. And as for us wanting to surrender unconditionally, they should take such a dream to their graves.
I would like to offer my heartfelt greetings to the dear people of our country. I once again extend my deepest condolences for the martyrdom of our esteemed Supreme Leader and the noble commanders of our beloved nation, as well as for the innocent and oppressed students who were victims of those who falsely claim to uphold human rights, those who falsely claim to champion freedom, and those who falsely claim to represent humanity. Innocent people were killed by bombing, and a process that unfortunately continues without regard for all international laws. They bomb wherever they want, and they don't hesitate to target schools, hospitals, and various centers across the nation. It is important for me to acknowledge that the noble people of our country, despite all the immense hardships they face, are present on the scene every night. From every Iranian, from anyone living in Iran, regardless of their religion, their status, or their appearance, their presence to defend the integrity of our Iranian soil, our truly proud historical Iran, makes our enemies to disappoint what they have in mind, and we are truly grateful for these noble people. All the disagreements, concerns, and resentment that we've harbored against each other, I am convinced and I firmly believe that today we must put all of this aside.
We all must join hands, unite, and with all our might defend our land, our soil, our homeland. We will stand firm to the death so that we can bring our Iran out of this current crisis with its head held high. And as for us wanting to surrender unconditionally, they should take such a dream to their graves.
The principles we uphold are international laws, laws, and humanitarian frameworks. Pause, and those very principles they themselves claim to advocate for. Pause, they should fundamentally adhere to them. Pause, they have absolutely no right to disregard. Pause, the legitimate rights and sovereignty of all nations. Pause, and naturally, that includes our own country, Iran. It is essential for me here to apologize to the neighboring countries that have been attacked by Iran on my own behalf, because this course of events, with the tragic circumstances that transpired, led to our commanders, our revered leader, our beloved ones, truly sacrificing their precious lives because of the savage and brutal aggression that was unleashed upon us. And our valiant armed forces, those heroes who are ever ready to lay down their lives, who have placed their very existence in the palm of their hands, are here to valiantly defend our nation's territorial integrity. When the commanders were absent, they were given the authority to act independently. They carried out all the necessary actions, and with honor and strength, they defended our homeland. We have no intention of invading neighboring countries. As I have stated many times, they are our brothers. We must join hands with these dear ones in the region and establish peace and tranquility. And I truly hope that these incidents, in the decision we made yesterday in our Provisional Leadership Council, this decision was reported to the armed forces that from now on they should not target neighboring countries. They could launch an attack or perhaps fire missiles unless it is those specific countries that are planning to attack us also. And I firmly believe that we must resolve this critical issue through diplomatic means, rather than by engaging in conflicts with our neighboring countries and thereby creating further problems. Our dear people must understand that we in the government, all our ministers, and indeed all our forces are working with the utmost dedication. We will not fall short in any way, as long as it is within our capabilities. We are the dedicated servants of these people. We will make every effort to ensure that no problems whatsoever arise from our side for our beloved people. But the truth is, it's war. We have prepared for war, and we will continue to do so. And I pray to Almighty God in this holy month to bestow upon us this belief, faith, and conviction so that we can powerfully and honorably defend the integrity of our country, the pride and dignity of our people, and may this serve as a lesson for future generations that Iranians are always together in every circumstance that demands it. We must stand united, pause, and I sincerely hope that those neighboring countries, pause, where certain groups or factions are contemplating, pause, using this very opportunity to launch an attack on our land, pause, will heed this message, pause, it would be far better for them not to become mere pawns in the hands of imperialism, pause. We may certainly have our own disagreements. We may certainly have our own disagreements and complaints with each other, but right now, to support Israel, which is actively committing genocide, and America, which is engaged in plunder and exploitation, the continued presence of these nations will forever cast a deep shadow of dishonor, of utter lack of integrity. I don't even know how to properly express it. It is truly awful to become a mere plaything in the hands of colonizers and genocidal regimes, especially for those who genuinely believe they are striving to achieve their own freedom and dignity. Dignity cannot be attained when you align yourselves with cunning foxes, with blatant liars, and with those who actively promote ignorance and deceit. If we have differences, it's better we sit down together and resolve them, but let's not be manipulated by Israel and America. May you be proud, victorious, and successful, God willing.